This is the Mistress Carrie Situation Report for March 12th, 2025. Volbeat have announced the Greatest of All Tours tour hitting the Xfinity Center in Mansfield, Massachusetts on August 14th with Hailstorm and the Ghost Inside. Tickets go on sale this Friday, March 14th at 10 a.m. Check the links in the show notes of this episode to get details to get them. Powerman 5000, El Nino, Head PE, and Priest are set to join forces on the Taste of Armageddon 2025 tour this summer. That includes a few stops in New England on July 8th at the Webster Theater in Hartford, Connecticut, July 10th at Aura in Portland, Maine, and July 11th at Six String Grill in Foxborough, Massachusetts. Cradle of Filth are getting ready to release their new album, The Screaming of the Valkyries, next Friday, but they just released a single and a music video for the song White Hellebore. Danny Filth saying the wintertime flower of the title reminds us scintillatingly of our own mortality, flourishing in seasons of dying light and cold, frozen earth. Peter Wolf from the Jay Giles Band just released his new memoir, Waiting on the Moon, Artists, Poets, Drifters, Grifters, and Goddesses. Yesterday, he did his first book signing at the Harvard Bookstore in Cambridge, Massachusetts. But you can catch him again on Tuesday, March 18th at the Writers on New England stage at the Music Hall in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, and on Tuesday, April 8th at R.J. Julia Booksellers in Madison, Connecticut. Mark Pritchard and Thom Yorke are teaming up for a new collaborative album. Tall Tales is the name of their first record as a duo. It's set for release on May 9th. 311 continuing to celebrate their own day on the calendar. They commemorated 311 Day with an announcement of a 30th anniversary reissue of their iconic self-titled Blue album. It'll be available on July 11th. Everclear have announced a fall 2025 tour celebrating the 30th anniversary of their breakthrough album, Sparkle and Fade. Hitting the road with Local H and Sponge. Tickets for the entire tour go on sale this Friday, March 14th at 10 a.m. That includes a stop in Boston, Massachusetts at Big Night Live on October 21st and in New Haven, Connecticut at Toad's Place on October 23rd. Zebra has announced a 50th anniversary tour called Zebra 50 2025 Anniversary Tour. That includes a stop on October 11th in Boston, Massachusetts at City Winery. The long-awaited Drumming Up an Appetite cookbook by late Pantera, Damage Plan, and Hell Yeah drummer Vinnie Paul has finally arrived. It was announced yesterday on what would have been the drummer's 61st birthday. His memory and passion for Sunday fun-day dinners with his close friends is immortalized in a 3-chapter, 70-page book filled with Vinnie Paul's favorite recipes. Each chapter is a Pantera pun dedicated to a different part of the meal. The main course is Reinventing the Meal, side dishes Far Beyond Kitchen, and desserts Vulgar Display of Flour. The Smashing Pumpkins have announced a run of huge hometown orchestral shows to mark the 30th anniversary of Melancholy and the Infinite Sadness. The band will take over the Lyric Opera of Chicago for 7 nights in November for a, quote, Night of Melancholy and the Infinite Sadness, which will have Billy Corgan and the band, joined by the acclaimed house orchestra and chorus for, quote, a completely new sonic and visual experience. The shows run November 21st through November 30th. Tickets go on sale April 11th. Metallica have announced a VR immersive concert experience with Apple. You can watch the, quote, overwhelming Metallica live performance if you've got Apple Vision Pros, which run about $2,500. The concert will be available for free on Apple Vision Pro from Friday, March 14th. The film features performances of the songs Whiplash, One, and Enter Sandman, filmed on the band's M72 show in Mexico City last year. It was filmed using ultra-high-resolution 180-degree video and spatial audio, which Apple says will give fans unprecedented access from vantage points as close-up as the snake pit to wide-angle views. Apple built a custom rig featuring 14 Apple immersive video cameras, stabilized cameras, cable-suspended cameras, and remote-controlled dolly systems that moved around the stage. Machinehead are drawing on the lyrics from their classic 1994 track Davidian, Let Freedom Ring with a Shotgun Blast, for their new Shotgun Blast whiskey. The whiskey is a blend of 11-year-old aged and 3.8-year-old aged bourbon, as a mix of 60% corn, 36% rye, and 4% malted barley. The whiskey comes in bottles that are shaped like shotguns. Machinehead are also on the road with Lacuna Coil, In Flames, and Unearth, with a stop at the House of Blues in Boston on April 26th. Sammy Hagar has shared a personal tribute to the fan who gave him the famous nickname, the Red Rocker. Hagar's early success came in the band Montrose, but he was dismissed after just a couple of years, embarking on a solo tour which crossed paths with a man named John Pruner. He said in 1976, I had just released the Red album. I was playing one of my first concerts in Seattle, Washington, supporting the record with the song Red being the single. The next morning, I was checking out of the hotel, and John Pruner, the man in these photos, stopped me and asked for an autograph on the newspaper review of the concert. He asked me to sign it, the Red Rocker, and that was the beginning of the Red Rocker. And that's your sit rep. For more details on all of the stories, check the links in the show notes of this episode. And don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, and share the Mistress Carrie Podcast. New full-length episodes come out every Wednesday. Episode 249, featuring LaJean Witherspoon from Seven Dust, is available now.